G'day guys, this is Josh Nyland out the front of St. Peter. This is it's quite an amazing building where we find ourselves at the corner of Underwood and Elizabeth, City this way, Bondi this way. This is a building that's been here since 1850 and now we've got, I suppose, the responsibility of doing something extraordinary inside. We have the restaurant St. Peter in the back, St. Peter Bar in the front, and then upstairs, for the first time as part of our offering, is a hotel. So we have 14 boutique rooms, which are just beautiful. And now this is 2 years in this space. So 8 years, 2-minute walk from here, up on Oxford Street on the High Street in Paddington, where we fed at one point 34 guests at a time, and then it evolved into half of that, 18. And now a beautiful new home for St. Peter. And this year marks 10 years of St. Peter's, I suppose, journey. And for Julie and I, it was a really important moment for us because we own St. Peter ourselves, that we don't have business partners. It means a lot to us to be in business. It means a lot to our team to be able to show up and produce beautiful experiences for our guests. So to mark the occasion, we're cooking with some of the most incredible chefs, not only from here in Australia, but from around the globe. And to mark the occasion correctly in the first of the series is with a man who's just on a different level. Like, you know, he's a genius, he's brilliant. His name is Rasmus Munk, and he's from Alchemist restaurant in Copenhagen. We are thrilled to have him, and also slightly sweaty palms and getting nervous because we're 15 minutes away from opening and we've got 60 people coming tonight with, you know, obviously very excited, but very high expectations. So I'm very excited that we're doing this. And next we've got Virgilio Martinez, and then on to Wiley Dufresne, and then on to Joan Roca, and then on to Pascal Barbeau. And in between we'll have Kylie Kwong, Stephen Hodges, and Peter Doyle. And those three national chefs that I just mentioned are people that are incredibly special to me and to Julie, people who have trained us, who have molded us into the people that we are, not just as cooks, but as people. And so it's a very exciting year for us, and no doubt going to be incredibly busy as well. So welcome to St. Peter. We'll take you in. Okay, so what day is it? It's Wednesday.
It's Monday.
It's Monday, there you go. So it's Monday. And Rasmus Munk and the team at Alchemist have just got off the plane, which is very exciting. We spent a couple of hours in the airport terminal with our fingers crossed, hoping that Rasmus could get his butterflies through customs. And to no avail, we tried our best. So the butterflies get parked for this dinner, but they're not short on courses, and nor are they short on ideas. So there's an amazing menu that we've prepared, some of which is still very much a moving parts involved in it at the moment. So we're still trying to nail down everything, but there's a lot of ingredients arriving into the kitchen tomorrow morning. Some amazing things like snow crabs. We've got abalone coming. We've got beautiful mud crabs coming as well, along with a plethora of native ingredients, lots of native fruits that we already use at St. Peter, but nice to be almost flaunting that with our Danish friends who have never seen anything like it, so that's super cool. And then we were able to get them across to Fish Butchery this morning, or this afternoon rather, and they've got a lot of prep done, which is good, but they've got so much to do. So they've broken the back on it, and now they're at the hotel, just getting freshened up because a 30-hour flight from anywhere is not much fun. So they're doing that, and then we're heading off to a beautiful house tonight over in Vaucluse, where we can show them how spectacular our harbour is, show them the Opera House, the bridge, and then, you know, very iconic, but we've got Chris Bolton's amazing wild barramundi that I've butterflied. So it's a 5 kilo fish, so I've butterflied, and we're gonna grill that. And then we've got some of Anthony Pulharich from Victor Churchill, his beautiful sausages, lamb cutlets, hanger steak. You know, we're trying to go for a good old-fashioned Aussie barbecue with lots of veggies and salads and things. So this isn't about Michelin star madness and crazy different techniques and things. This is meat and potatoes, but you know, to the nth degree. So we're showcasing the very best that Sydney has on offer today, which is exciting. So hopefully they like it, because there's a lot of planning involved and a lot of moving parts. And meanwhile, St. Peter's still open tonight, so let's hope they have a great service tonight as well. And we've got Arben in the back, who's our kitchen hand, faithful kitchen hand that will double as a chef tonight as well, no doubt. And yeah, Kieran and Joel meet us there.
Yeah, so we're just picking the green ants. So this is one of Alchemist's petit fours. So it's going to be a honey pâte de fruits with these ants set in them. So a bit of a tedious job. So yeah, we're just looking at these now, and we're trying to find the full grey ant. So that's a perfect example of what we want. So there's no flowers, there's nothing on it. It's still all intact. So that one's in the succeed part.
Alright, so this is silicone molds for one of the dishes that we're going to do at St. Peter. As you can see, these are all images that are cast in silicone. And what we do is, for VIP guests, we would do their portrait or image that we will find online somewhere else. And for St. Peter here, we've done a little surprise for Josh and Julie, finding photos of them and their kids. They will see basically just a white paste here. And then we have a remote, so we can turn on that light, and then this image kind of glows from this dish. And then you will serve a little cracker to kind of scoop this paste up with from the dish. Of course, this is mirrored. This is kind of like what it's going to look like on the plate.
I have, like with
that fish, with a barramundi?
No, I've done a lot of, like I have done a lot of big butterfly barbecue fish, but yeah, when that gets to 5-6 kilos, it's always fun. Rasmus and the team have arrived. It's one thing to have the perfect view and the beautiful food organised, and then another for it not to be raining and for the skyline to look like this. Very fortunate to be here at a friend's house out in Vaucluse. Little barbecue set up, which is super cool. Brought the charcoal along, and we're going to try to give them an experience that you can't really get in a restaurant. So we've gone to see Anthony out at Victor Churchill, and we've got some beautiful pork sausages, some hanger steak, beautiful piece of beef, some really lovely lamb cutlets, which I think everybody loves, and then I suppose the cherry on the cake, and what we're good at, is grilling some fish. So we've got, this is Chris Bolton from up far north Queensland. This is his wild barramundi, and what I've done is I've butterflied it, taken all of the bones out of the middle, but left the head and the tail on. So it's quite spectacular. We're going to oil the skin, let this burn down for quite a bit, just so we get nice even embers, and then we get one shot at it. We've got one beautiful big 6 kilo fish, and we've got 10 of the best chefs in the world. No pressure. Let's go. All right, just so we're clear, that fish was 5 kilos, not 6 or 4.
And it's like...
Hier, was nicht?
It's very good.
Hopefully, we've just got a little salt and vinegar pine nut dressing. It's kind of a favourite of ours at St. Peter. Little go-to. But yeah, wonderful black figs, native pepperberry, parsley, chives, and some pickled red currants.
He's a very, very delicious man. From St. Peter, the lamb. Can you believe? I'll tell my mom.
So far so good. We got a whole lot of them eating there now, which is nice. A bit of cheese, a bit of bread, and then a few more big ticket items to come, but we're just trying to get these guys off to bed shortly because I'm sure at some point they'll hit the wall and run out of steam. So, but all going well, it's a lot of fun.
Read this last one. How's it going? Maybe we'll taste better.
Barra, sponsored by Hawks.
Basically, the whole premise of the fish weight is to keep it nice and flat, to get edge to edge crispy. You put the weight on top and heat rises and float.
I want to do something like that. Improv. Looks alright. So that it's direct heat, like it's heat going to the flesh, but we're not cooking the flesh too severely.
Fish is up.
Wow.
Pass me the olive oil, please, Armin. Sounds like glass.
Whilst the end product of this wild barramundi looks spectacular and I can assure you was delicious, I reckon I was inches away from dropping this barramundi on the floor, and I'm glad that I didn't. Alright, well, I think we did a pretty good job. A lot of food to get through, but we are going to try and wrap this up real soon so that we can get them to bed. I think they spent 30 hours in the air, and then we put them to work straight away into the kitchen. So it's a big day tomorrow, an early start. I've got to get to the bakery in the morning so that I can feed them again for breakfast. But what a day. It's a buzz to cook such a big fish and also to pull it off, which is pretty great. But it's lovely to have a really beautiful night on the harbour with friends. So see you tomorrow. All right, day 2. We are here in the St. Peter kitchen. Rasmus is laughing at me. It's good. It's a good start. We're here. We've had a little bit of breakfast, which is nice. Whole team's here now. There's a few more of us at St. Peter to arrive. Obviously, the show needs to continue to go on. We've got dinner service this evening as well, and we're actually being joined by the Alchemist team in the private dining room, so that'll be fantastic, but albeit a little stressful. And then we're starting to get some of the prep done for our dinner, which is tomorrow night. So from the team, they're currently preparing the green ants at the moment. They're sorting through green ants, very tedious task. And then over our shoulder as well, we've got the Scream dessert that they do as well getting done, which is this amazing little printout that they're putting on top of one of these desserts. So phenomenal stuff happening. And then for me, I'm doing what I do best, which is making little cutlets out of this beautiful Imperador that we've had aging for the last week. So I'm working my way through that. Beyond that, it's just head down, bum up, and get the job done. These types of dinners might seem superficial or just for the look of it all, but for us, this was a learning experience and one that our team will never forget. And for me personally, this was just something that I never dreamt that we could do. And I'm so excited to expose our team to the rest of the chefs in this series. Rasmus isn't your stereotypical chef. His quiet, positive, and confident aura gives the people around him absolute superpowers. The prep list was enormous and the nerves were real, but the leadership shown by Rasmus was a true masterclass. Briefings like this are essential on a normal day-to-day service, but so critical to the success of pulling off a night like this. This is what I mean. We've got these arbitrary times in place, but you've got them. They're so enrolled. They've obviously paid the ticket price and they're very excited, and everybody's in your hands or our hands. So it's not, we don't have to rush. We don't have to.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and then after the scream, it will be origami, so toasted rice ice cream. You eat like an ice cream sandwich.
You don't want the origami first and then scream?
No, origami after.
Okay.
So we arrived at the Sydney airport the other day, and the whole team was there with the luggage and waiting. And I said, "Where's Rasmus?" And then they're like, "Well, he's stuck in customs, and we're getting the butterflies through. We're hoping." But how has the experience been from, that really long flight from Copenhagen, and then 16 hours in Bangkok, which I heard was a blast.
Yeah, that's good label. That's good label.
But then, how's it been in Australia? What's the feeling? It's obviously special to share it with some of your team. But yeah, how's it been?
It's honestly amazing. I mean, we're normally not doing this kind of dinners and like forehand dinners, and I really hated it. I hate to make these kind of dinners. So I'm this one is amazing. No, we do it because it requires a lot of things. And Alchemist is a little bit special in that way, where we have a lot of things. There's like rooms and designs and the surroundings, and many times I feel like I give such a small thing, and like
while you say that we've got origami being made.
Yeah, exactly. So we're trying to do that kind of experience, but most of the time I don't feel like we can deliver as we want to, and that's why we don't do it that often. But to be honest, I think you are an amazing guy, and that's why I want to support this. I think both your cooking but also personality is something that's deeply inspiring, and I hope there will be more chefs like you in the industry, because that's for me the most important thing, that and what inspires me. And then come here with these ingredients. It feels like getting like a round two in the seasons, because everything in Denmark is so bad right now. There's nothing, like everything is frozen.
It's mason jar season.
So to come here and everything is blooming. There's summer nearly, and
everybody's like, "Oh, it's getting cold." It's like it's 25 degrees.
I've been out in t-shirt all day, and to see all of these ingredients is amazing. I've been here only first to be here in the winter and in the Danish winter, but the Danish summer here, and to come here now with the special ingredients coming in. All of the seafood has been absolutely stunning. It get me back to when I was in England and getting alive things and abalones home from Scotland, and to see all of like the mushroom coming in today as well. It's really inspiring. It's so nice to work with, and also apply that into our things. And I think to be standing on that where Thijs had a meltdown earlier this morning on getting the sauces right and the texture right, and that's amazing. So that kind of in between that is unpleasant in some way and is pleasant as well.
I was going to say
I think
that tension.
That tension is really something that that fuel me up as well. So I think that's really nice. I'm so happy to be here. Amazing ingredients, amazing team in the kitchen, and everything is so professional. So we're very, very, very happy.
It's good. I'll give you a check later. It's good.
Yeah.
A normal St. Peter briefing goes for about half an hour. On this occasion, we've gone for an hour and 15 minutes, and I can promise you, every minute was necessary to communicate the 16 different dishes that we were going to pull off tonight.
25 different pictures, all stages of your life.
Wow. You would think a meal of this significance, the menu would have been written months before the actual night. but I can promise you an hour and a half before service, we were only just putting the final touches on the menu that would then be printed and served to our guests. All right, so we are 20 minutes from first guests arriving into the bar, and we're finishing the room. We've got these little plums that go all the way around the room, and then we've got these extraordinary pine mushrooms, which right at the beginning of the season, and fortunate to have a little bit of extra pine as well. So dressing the room, getting all the details nice and ready to go, and then the team going through their final checks as well. It's one thing to turn on a service like St. Peter Monday to Sunday, as we do. There's some intricacies and challenges with that just normally, but then to add, 8 brand new dishes into the kitchen for one night only, and to try to nail it on the head as if we were in Alchemist, that's the challenge for us. But also, this is why we did it in the first place, to expose our wonderful team here at St. Peter to global excellence that is Rasmus Munk and the Alchemist team. So, see how we go.
So, we're here nearly ready. Been working hard for the past 3 days. We've got, 15 minutes until first guests arrive. We're just doing the final touches and kind of testing things. Got some wonderful beetroots here, which have been roasted, and then a reduction of all its trim, which kind of look like little perfect or almost perfect tarts. And this will be on our main course tonight with the wonderful pine mushrooms that we've managed to get our hands on, and the chocolate yellowfin tuna, which has been dry aging, which is a little bit of trial and error, but we managed to get it to a point that we're really, really happy with. So that's going to be really fun. Yeah, it's been brilliant. They're the professionals that kind of lead in our industry, so super organised, a lot to do, a lot of touches, but really, really interesting to see, and very, very generous with all their knowledge that they're passed on, and very welcoming to the whole St. Peter team and kind of like getting involved. So it's been brilliant. It's very much looking forward to tonight, and tomorrow just having a bit more of a relaxed day with them and having a few beers.
Say good night.
Yeah, good. Doors have just opened. First couple of snacks are slowly starting to go out now. So, yeah, just about to go. 2 snacks on, please. There we go. Very busy. Probably the most chefs we've ever had in here. Probably the most work we've done in terms of a menu. So 16 courses across the night. But yeah, looking forward to it. One that I have eaten that I know is amazing is the omelette from Alchemist. But yeah, I think the whole menu as a whole, something you're not probably going to see in this kitchen again. So there we go.
Told us there's a few guests walking through now. Yeah, I mean, whether that's right now or 5 minutes from now, but we're getting close. We've been out the front, we've said hello to the first few guests, which is really lovely. Everybody's super excited. We feel a little bit more calm. We've seen the first lot of snacks go out, and here's our first guest. Let's go. Welcome. No, thank you. Yeah, right. 6:05. All right, so we're just doing these first little testers up. This is the type of thing we'd usually do hours before because we're so organised. But we're going to do it now. We've got all our beautiful prep ready, but we're just going to look at it on the plate just to make sure that when the first checks get called away, then we're all speaking the same language. So what I'm doing is I've put down our sauces in the center of the plate. First one's spiced spinach and parsley, and then we've got a beetroot puree, then a parsnip puree, and then a black garlic hollandaise. So the reference is that this is a autumn Kandinsky. And Kandinsky was a Russian artist, Wasily Kandinsky, who did a beautiful painting that was called Concentric Circles in a Square. And all these beautiful, colourful circles was reference to then how he would design this dish. So around the plate, it's just a load of beautiful vegetables that are all in season right now, and we just want to work out exactly where they want to go. And then wild barramundi swim bladder, so the maw that we steam, dry, and then deep fry, so it's like a cracker. And what we have here is a rolled silver beet with anchovy, roast garlic, some lemon and a little chili. And then on top, these are Brussels sprouts, which right at this stage are still raw, but in service, once we get started, we'll be grilling them and then dressing them with black garlic vinegar. And then we need to find a little home for our chocolate aged tuna as well. And then we'll finish it at the table with the roasted bone sauce, which is finished with more of that beautiful Manjari Valrhona chocolate. And put it down from Yamba. And perhaps get half. It's always challenging. Really good. So I've just been given a slice of the chocolate tuna. Amazing. Here it is. This is it. The thing that makes it most impressive is the texture. It's like fudge. The teeth goes through it. It's such a different experience to eating a fresh piece of tuna. So it's something very special. Feel free to ask any questions. Okay, so what we've got here, this is the omelette station. So this is a really important dish for Alchemist. It's probably the one dish that is the most laborious. I mean, I don't think anybody's seen an omelette made like this ever. And it's the one dish that'll just starts to slow the service a little bit, but the tension of waiting is what makes it so exciting. So as the plates began to fly out and every detail was so beautiful and everything meticulously put together, I only wish that I could have got more conversation from Rasmus during service, but he was so in the zone. He was out at tables, he was shaking hands, he was getting photos and just doing what he does so well. So we're very grateful. I asked Rasmus to sign the wall. We had one piece of wall when I first came in here, and I said to the boys, I said, I'm going to fill this up full of like chef signatures and all this stuff. So then I thought, well, it's a good year where we put all the dinners, people just write something and then, yeah. So do you want to work here?
Never do it again.
All right, service done. What is it? Nearly 10 to 1. But I think that's pretty sharp. I mean, we had all the main courses out by, like all of the savouries out by 11, and then there were a number of snacky, smaller sweets that people had, and a lot of the times born from people just really, they're pretty invested. Once it gets to this time of the night, it's either we got to speed things up and get them out of here, or it's a deep recline and the drinks and the coffee and all that stuff. So I think everybody, if they could have sat for longer, they would have. But I think we hit the nail on the head, and the team have done such an amazing job tonight, from kitchen hand right through to pastry and everybody in between, the service guys as well. So how was it for you?
It was actually amazing. I really liked it. There was a moment in the service where I was a little bit afraid just for a moment, because we were running out of omelette skins. So in the meanwhile of everything was happening, we also made a la minute skins.
Yes.
But it worked out. Everybody got it, and
And I think you bring that up, but then as well, you've bought over a lot of plates from Alchemist, and some of these plates are like incredibly special, and to bubble wrap and really look after everything and get it over here. But ultimately, there's only so many plates, and there's a lot of guests, and so we had to get the microphone and have a little chat midway so that we could hurry these guys up and then get the group we needed, and even the guests in the private dining room and those that weren't in the main dining room, we were pulling them in so they could stand on the pass and see all the action, because the energy in here come 8:15, 8 o'clock, it was, I had goosebumps.
No, it was amazing.
It was amazing. Really so, amazing night. We're going to have empanadas, we're going to have tuna cheeseburgers, we're going to have some beer, and some chips. Look at that, empanada. Look at that. You have that.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you. A huge thank you to our team at St. Peter, to the team at Alchemist for flying 30 hours from Copenhagen all the way to Sydney to celebrate our 10-year birthday for one night only. It's truly remarkable. The next dinner that we are putting together is with Peter Doyle, my former chef and mentor from Est Restaurant. We're incredibly excited to welcome him in the next couple of weeks.